Dream 2 has been slowly building emotional tension between its characters since the very beginning, but Episode 5 changes the entire direction of the series. What starts as an episode filled with awkward romance, personal healing, and unexpected reunions gradually transforms into a heartbreaking family drama. By the final scene, Soo-bin discovers a truth that completely changes how he sees both Yi-jae and his own father. The ending is not simply shocking because of the revelation itself. It is powerful because every storyline throughout the episode quietly prepares the audience for that emotional explosion. Let us break down everything that happens and why the final moments completely reshape the story moving forward. The episode opens immediately after the unexpected kiss between Yi-jae and Soo-bin. Rather than embracing what happened, Yi-jae panics. She insists that they should simply forget the kiss ever happened. According to her, they became too caught up in the emotions of the script they were working on, and their close proximity blurred the line between acting and reality. While that explanation sounds logical, it is also painfully unconvincing. Yi-jae is trying to protect herself. She has been carrying guilt and secrets for a long time, and allowing herself to become emotionally vulnerable feels dangerous. Soo-bin immediately notices this. Instead of feeling relieved by her explanation, he feels rejected. His disappointment shows that the kiss meant much more to him than she is willing to admit. This misunderstanding becomes the emotional foundation for everything that follows. Both characters clearly have feelings for each other. Neither is ready to say them aloud. Yi-jae's relationship with her mother also reaches an important turning point. Earlier in the series, Hyun-ok often seemed focused on protecting her daughter through strict expectations. This time, her approach changes completely. She encourages Yi-jae to pursue the life she truly wants rather than the life others expect from her. More importantly, she advises Yi-jae to finally tell Soo-bin the truth about the accident. This advice becomes incredibly significant later in the episode. Yi-jae considers following it. Then she changes her mind. That hesitation ultimately allows someone else to reveal the truth in the cruelest possible way. Meanwhile, Soo-bin's storyline reminds viewers that emotional wounds often remain hidden until something forces them back to the surface. His rescue of his grandmother shows his caring nature. Without hesitation, he rushes her to the hospital after finding her unconscious. Thankfully, she survives her medical emergency, creating one of the episode's few genuinely hopeful moments. The hospital also reunites Soo-bin with old friends from high school. For a brief period, everything feels surprisingly normal. The audience almost forgets the darker story waiting beneath the surface. That calm disappears the moment Cheolgyu learns his son is in the hospital. Cheolgyu has consistently represented fear and abuse throughout the series. Episode 5 reveals just how deeply that abuse continues affecting Soo-bin even as an adult. Instead of confronting his son physically in front of everyone, Cheolgyu chooses psychological cruelty. He traps Soo-bin inside the elevator. For many people, this might seem like a simple inconvenience. For Soo-bin, it becomes a nightmare. The enclosed space immediately triggers memories of years of abuse. His panic attack demonstrates that trauma never truly disappears simply because time passes. The body remembers. The mind remembers. Even when someone appears strong on the outside, old wounds can reopen in an instant. Yi-jae finding Soo-bin sitting helplessly on the floor becomes one of the episode's most touching scenes. Rather than asking questions or demanding explanations, she simply embraces him. She reminds him that he is safe. Those words matter because they provide exactly what Soo-bin never received during his childhood. Safety, acceptance, comfort. Later, when she speaks to him through the closed bedroom door, the scene quietly reverses the emotional distance created after the kiss. Instead of romance, their connection becomes one of trust. She patiently helps him return to reality by discussing old memories and familiar stories. It is one of the clearest demonstrations that their relationship extends far beyond simple attraction. Elsewhere, Hana's storyline explores another kind of emotional imprisonment. Her public image continues collapsing because audiences can sense that her performances lack genuine emotion. Her assistant delivers a surprisingly insightful observation. Romantic feelings cannot be manufactured. People instinctively recognize authenticity. That lesson becomes personal for Hana. After overhearing people mocking her, she finally allows herself to stop pretending everything is fine. Her conversation with Yi-jae is one of the most emotionally honest moments she has experienced all season. For the first time, she openly discusses her controlling mother and the pressure she feels every single day. Yi-jae responds with understanding rather than judgment. At the same time, Hana encourages him not to abandon his acting dream simply because of an agreement with his father. Both characters become mirrors for one another. Each encourages the other to stop living according to someone else's expectations. Their relationship continues growing because it is built on honesty rather than appearances. The subplot involving In-wook and Sarang provides much of the episode's lighter comedy while also reinforcing one of its biggest themes. Real relationships cannot be controlled. Sarang believes blocking In-wook after their one-night stand will solve everything. Instead, it has the opposite effect. In-wook becomes even more determined. His decision to join the dating program demonstrates that genuine feelings often ignore carefully planned boundaries. Although this storyline is played for laughs, it echoes the emotional struggles happening elsewhere throughout the episode. People continue fighting against emotions they cannot fully control. The final act brings every major storyline together. Yi-jae once again considers telling Soo-bin the truth about her accident. She has multiple opportunities. She understands honesty is probably the right decision. Yet fear wins. She convinces herself that remaining silent will somehow protect both of them. That choice becomes her greatest mistake. One of the episode's happiest moments arrives when Soo-bin and Yi-jae meet their old friends Jin-soo and Mi-hyun. Their reunion provides warmth, nostalgia, and laughter. Jin-soo jokingly imagines turning their story into a dramatic revenge novel. The humor feels harmless at the time. Ironically, revenge and painful family secrets are exactly what the story is about to become. Then everything changes. Soo-bin notices something unusual. His mother is taking far too long to reply to his messages. Viewers quickly discover why. Cheolgyu intercepted the messages and responded with horrifying violence. By the time Soo-bin reaches home, his mother has been brutally beaten. This moment confirms something the series has hinted at for several episodes. Cheolgyu's abuse has never truly stopped. It has simply remained hidden behind closed doors. Watching his injured mother finally pushes Soo-bin beyond fear. Instead of remaining silent, he directly confronts the man responsible for years of suffering. It is the confrontation viewers have been waiting for. Unfortunately, Cheolgyu still holds one final weapon. Rather than simply attacking his son physically, he chooses emotional destruction. During their confrontation, he mockingly reveals the truth about Yi-jae's accident. Although the episode deliberately leaves viewers waiting for every detail, the implication is devastating. The accident that has haunted Yi-jae for so long is somehow directly connected to Cheolgyu. Even worse, Yi-jae already knew enough to feel guilty about keeping the truth from Soo-bin. This revelation instantly transforms the entire story. Up until this point, Soo-bin believed his father was simply an abusive parent. Now he discovers that his father's actions extend far beyond their own family. Cheolgyu has also shaped Yi-jae's life in ways Soo-bin never imagined. For Yi-jae, the situation is equally heartbreaking. She wanted Soo-bin to hear the truth from her. Instead, the man responsible for so much pain uses that secret as another tool of manipulation. That theft of her voice may be just as painful as the revelation itself. Cheolgyu once again controls the narrative, forcing both victims to experience the truth on his terms. Ultimately, Episode 5 marks the true turning point of Dream to You. The romantic uncertainty between Yi-jae and Soo-bin remains important, but it is no longer the central conflict. The story has shifted toward confronting the trauma that has shaped both of their lives for years. Soo-bin now understands that the person responsible for destroying his childhood also carries responsibility for one of the most painful moments in Yi-jae's past. That discovery creates a completely new emotional challenge. Their growing love is no longer being tested by misunderstandings or awkward timing. It is now being tested by buried secrets, family violence, and a painful truth that neither of them can ever ignore again. Episode 5 closes by making one thing unmistakably clear. The hardest part of their journey is only just beginning.